video, we're going to be dividing using partial quotients. Now, before we talk about partial quotients, we need to talk about friendly numbers. Let's write that in blue today. Friendly numbers. Friendly numbers are so important when we talk about partial quotients. But what is a friendly number? A friendly number is any number that is easy to multiply by. So let's take the number 65. Not easy to multiply by. But if I multiply it by 1, I know I have 65. So 1 is a friendly number. I know that if I have 65 times 10, I'm going to get 650 because all I had to do was add a 0. So 10 is a friendly number. What about 65 times 100? I know I'm going to have 6,500. So that means 100 is a friendly number. Let's think of some other friendly numbers. I know my 2's really well. So I could say 65 times 2, and I could solve that pretty quickly. So I know that 65 times 2 equals 130. So that means 2 is also a friendly number. Let's take what we learned there and take it even farther. Could you figure out 65 times 20 really easily then? You could, because you would take 130 and just add the 0 from the 20. So that means 20 is a friendly number. You could go even farther and say 65 times 200. And all you would have to do is add another 0. 13,000. That means 200 is also a friendly number. Let's think of another friendly number. I know my 5's timetables really, really well. That means that 5 is also a friendly number. I know that 65 times 5 equals 325. So 5 is a friendly number. But let's take what we learned with our 2 and do it over here too. What about 65 times 50? That sounds like such a hard problem. But I know that 65 times 5 is 325. All I have to do is add the 0 from the 50, and I've got 3,250. That makes 50 a friendly number. Let's do one more. 65 times 500. I know I'm going to have 325 from 65 times 5, and just add my 2 zeros. 32,500. That's a really easy way to do super hard math problems really quick. It also tells us that 500 is a super friendly number. So now that we know a little bit more about friendly numbers, let's put those to use by doing a problem together. Actually, for this very first problem, I'm going to come over here to the side, and I really just want you to watch because partial quotients can look really funny the first time you do it. So I want you to watch me without doing it with me for this first one. So for this first problem, go ahead and put your pencil down, and let's do 406 divided by 17. Looks like an okay problem. I don't like doing 2-digit divisors, so sometimes that can be hard. And I don't know my 17 multiplication facts because, who has those memorized? So I'm going to use partial quotients. I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line down, sort of kind of straight. And I'm going to use the partial quotients method. With the partial quotients method, my goal is to get my dividend subtracted all the way down to 0 or as close to 0 as I can get. I'm going to show you how. Let's use our friendly numbers. So I want to pick a friendly number that I can multiply by 17 to get me kind of close to 406. I'm going to go ahead and just pick 10. I think I might have been able to pick 20, but I'm going to start with 10. 10 times 17 is 170 because you have 17 plus the 0. And I'm going to subtract. Your friendly numbers always go outside this line. And we're going to subtract. 6 minus 0 is 6. 0 minus 7 you can't do, so I'm going to borrow and get 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. I've got 236 left. I could subtract 170 again. So I'm just going to use 10 as my friendly number and subtract 170 again. 6 minus 0 is 6. We got to borrow from that 2 again. 13, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 6. So I've got 66 left. I can't use 10 as a friendly number because I can't subtract 170. So I have to find another friendly number. Let's try 17 times 2. I know my 2 times tables really well, so this should work. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 34. So I can use the friendly number of 2 and have 34 here. Oh, that should be a subtraction sign. 6 minus 4 is 2. 6 minus 3 is 3. Well, I can't use 2 again because it's 32, which is less than 34. But I can use 1 as a friendly number and just subtract 17. Let's borrow. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That gives me 5, 15. Even if I was to use 1 as my friendly number again, I can't say 15 minus 17. So I know that 15 means we're done, and that's my remainder. Now let's figure out what the answer to the problem is going to be. We've got 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 2 is 22, plus 1 is 23, remainder 15. That is partial quotients. Now let me show you why it's a little bit easier than dividing like normal. If we were to say 406 divided by 17, you would have to figure out how many times 17 can go into 40. Now that we've already done the math, we know it's 2 times, and that gets me 34. And then I have to subtract 10, bring down my 6. Now I have to figure out how many times 17 can go into 66. It just adds for a little bit more multiplying. And now I know that I can use the partial quotients if I'm not super good at multiplying to make things a little bit quicker using those friendly numbers. So let's do some together now. All right, for this first one, I want you to write the problem in as 2,944 divided by 6. We're just going to do a one-digit divisor first when you're working with me. All right, so our first job is to find a friendly number that I can multiply by 6 to get me somewhere near 2,944. I know I could do 100, and that would get me 600, but I kind of want to go bigger than that. But I can't do 1,000 because that would get me 6,000, and that's too big. What about 6 times 200? That would be 6 times 2 is 12, add 2 zeros. That's pretty close. Let's try that. So my friendly number is going to be 200. I'm going to write it right here under the friendly number part. 200 times 6. I know that 2 times 6 is 12. I'm going to add my 2 zeros for my 200. And let's subtract. 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. 9 minus 2 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. I can pull 200 out as a friendly number again, because 200 times 6 is 1,200, and that's smaller than 1,744. So let's subtract by our friendly number again. 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. 7 minus 2 is 5. Uh-oh. I can't pull 1,200 out again, and I can't pull 600 out again. Let's see what we can pull now. What about just 6 times 20? That would be 120. So let's pull that out. Let's say our friendly number is 20. 20 times 6 is 120. Let's subtract. 4, 2, 4. I can pull out 120 again. So my friendly number is 20. Let's pull out 120. 4, 0, 3. We can do it again. Let's do it again. Pull out 20. 120. Remember, sometimes I work a little fast and I forget. Make sure you pause the video whenever you need to catch up. I'll try to remember. 4 minus 0 is 4. Have to borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. We're almost there. Let's pull the 20 out as our friendly number again. We've got 120. 4 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 2 is 6. I can't pull 120 out again. And look, I've got 64 left. I know that I can multiply 6 times 10, and that'll get me 60. And that's super close to 64. So my last friendly number is going to be 10. I'm going to pull out 60. 6 times 10 is 60. That gives me 4 left. So let's count up and find our answer. We've got 200 plus 200 is 400. Plus 20 is 420. Plus 20 is 440. Plus 20 is 460. Plus 20 is 480. Plus 10 is 490. Remainder 4. That's how you solve a partial quotients problem. Let's do some more. For this one, let's do, they're overlapping. Let's take that one out. There we go. For this one, let's do, you want to go a little bit harder on this one? Let's say 52 as the divisor, and let's make our dividend 3,570. All right, so we're looking for a friendly number that'll make 52 kind of sort of close to 3,570. I'm going to do 52 times 2 to see where that gets me. 2 times 5 is 10. That got me to 104. That really didn't help me at all. I know I could do 52 times 10. That'll get me 520. I kind of want to be a little bit bigger than that. What if we say 52 times 20? That would be 1,040 because I know 52 times 2 is 104 plus a 0, 1,040. Let's try that one. Let's make my friendly number 20. 20 times 52 is 1,040. Let's subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 1 is 2. You know what? We can pull out that 20 again. So I'm going to have my friendly number be 20. 20 times 52 is 1,040. Let's pull it out again. Remember, we're trying to subtract by multiples of friendly numbers until we get to 0 or less than our divisor. That's 0. Borrow from my 5, make it a 4. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 4. Looks like I can pull out 20 again. So let's go ahead and do that. Friendly number is 20. 20 times 52 is 1,040. Let's go ahead and subtract and see what we end up with. 0, 5, 4. All right, so now I want to find something times 52 that is close to 450. Well, I don't want to do 52 times 2 because that's only 104. And 52 times 10 is 520. Let's try 52 times 5. I'm pretty good at my 5s. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 1 is 26. 260. That's pretty close. Let's try that. My friendly number is 5. I've got 260. Let's subtract. 0. Let's borrow. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That gets me 9. 190 left. Okay, what can I do? I could do 52 times 2 and pull out 2 as a friendly number. That's 104. Let's subtract. That gets me 6 and 8. 86. Okay, that's all I've got left. So let's go ahead and pull out 1 as our friendly number. 1 times 52 is 52, and subtract and see what happens. We've got 4 and 3. And 34 is less than 52, so I know I'm done. Let's go back and figure out our answer. Remember, to find the answer, all we have to do is count the friendly numbers. So 20 plus 20 is 40, plus 20 is 60, plus 5 is 65, plus 2 is 67, plus 1 is 68. Remainder 34. Let's do another one. Let's go over to the side for this one. All right, so for this one, let's do, how about 20, let's write in black. 23 as the divisor. And let's make the dividend 3,240. So 3,240 divided by 23. All right, let's think about those friendly numbers. I already see that I could multiply 23 times 100. And that would be 23 plus 2 zeros, 2,300. That seems like a super easy friendly number to start with. So let's start there. Friendly number is 100. 2,300, because 100 times 23 is 2,300. Let's subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 4 minus 0 is 4. Can't do that. 2. 12 minus 3. 11, 10, 9. Dude, that got us really close. We have 940 left. So I know that 23 times 100 is 2,300. I wonder what 23 times 2 is. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 46. Ooh. What about 23 times 20? That would be 460. That's kind of close to 940. Let's do that. Friendly number is 20. 20 times 23 is 460. Now let's subtract. 0, borrow, make that an 8. This is a 14. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. Look, we can pull out 460 again. I love being able to reuse the same friendly numbers. Let's pull out 460 again. 23 times 20 is 460. Let's subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 6 is 2. 0. This is our remainder because we got as close to 0 as we could get. We got under 23. So I know I can't even say 1's a friendly number because you can't do 20 minus 23. So we know we're done. That's our remainder 20. Now let's figure out what our actual answer is. Got 100 plus 20 is 120. Plus 20 is 140. So I know my answer is 140, remainder 20. Let's do one more problem. One more problem. I know this is a little bit of a longer notes, but dude, partial quotients can be hard until you practice it a lot. Let's say 43 is our divisor, and our dividend is 2,807. So 2,807 divided by 43. All right, so I know I could say 43 times 10, but instead, I'm going to let you work it out. I want you to work it out with partial quotients and tell me what friendly numbers you used. All right, so I could have used 43 times 10, but that's 430. That's a little small. And if I did 43 times 100, that would be 4,300, and that's too big. That won't work. I wonder what 43 times 2 is. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 86. You know, that might have to work. Let's say 43 times 20. That would be 800. Oh, that's a messy 8. 860. That's going to have to work because I'm tired of finding friendly numbers. Got 20. So 860. Let's subtract. Remember, I got 860 because I know that 20 times 43 is 860. Let's subtract. Got 4. So 17 minus 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is 9. Okay, that actually got me pretty close. I only have 947 left. So I know I can use my friendly number of 20 again and pull out another 860. Let's subtract. 7 minus 0. Let's borrow. 14 minus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 8. You know what? Over here, I still have my work because I worked it out to show you that 43 times 2 is 86. So I know that if I use the friendly number 2, I can use 86, subtract, and I'll only have 1 left. That tells me that that 1 is my remainder because it's less than my divisor. So I know I've got remainder 1. Now let's figure out what my answer was. I got 20 plus 20 is 40, plus 2 is 42. Even if your friendly numbers are different than mine, because instead of using 20 twice, you could have used 10 4 times. It doesn't matter what your friendly numbers are, as long as they add up to the same answer, 42, remainder 1. Remember, you can always go back and review a video, because I know things like this can be a little bit more difficult than we're used to. That's all the work we did today. Oh my goodness. Go back, review the video if you need to, and as always, ask your teacher if you need help.